All right, so get this. We're doing a deep dive on Big Bang today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you sent over a ton of articles all about what they've been up to. And honestly, it feels like comeback energy is in the air.
Really? Like full-blown comeback or just some new stuff?
Well, we've got surprise appearances, whispers of new music. VIPs are definitely buzzing.
Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, they've always been legends, but what makes you think it's more than just, riding that nostalgia wave?
Because it feels different this time. Like they're blending that legendary status with something new.
Oh, I see what you mean. It's not just a rehash of the old stuff.
Exactly. Take Taeyang's solo tour, The Light Year, for instance. He's not just performing. He's bringing out special guests, big ones.
Wait, hold on. Are you talking about?
G-Dragon and Daesung.
Ah!
At his Seoul Encore show.
Yeah.
Yeah, February 1st. It happened.
Whoa, that's huge. I bet fans went wild.
Oh, absolutely. It was pure VIP dream fuel. Especially when G-Dragons sang Power, and then the three of them performed Home Sweet Home together.
So it wasn't just a quick appearance. They actually performed together.
Yep. And with that kind of chemistry, you know it's got to be more than just a friendly reunion.
Right. Like, what are the chances they just casually decide to sing Home Sweet Home together after all this time? There's got to be a deeper meaning there.
And don't forget, this wasn't their first time together recently either. Remember, they were also at the opening show of the tour and even on Daesung's YouTube show, ZIP Daesung.
Oh, yeah, that's true. So it's like they've been slowly making their way back into the scene, almost testing the waters.
Exactly, which makes all this comeback talk even more intriguing. But hold on, before we get too ahead of ourselves, let's back up a bit.
Okay, yeah, good point. Not everyone might remember just how massive Big Bang was.
I mean, we're talking kings of K-pop here.
Kings is right. They debuted back in 2006 under YG Entertainment and became a full-blown phenomenon, not just a group, a phenomenon.
And they're basically the reason K-pop is global today, remember. They were one of the first to hit the Billboard charts.
Yeah, totally changed the game, paved the way for so many artists who came after them.
And it wasn't just their music. They influenced fashion, art, collaborations, everything.
Oh, for sure. They were trendsetters, always pushing boundaries, making it cool to be different.
Which brings us to G-Dragon. Did you see his solo performance art piece in Paris?
Oh, yeah, that was wild. Not just a concert, like you said, a whole fusion of fashion, sports, and art.
I know, right? Rugby players in the background, his outfit, that white jacket, the knit beanie, that emerald scarf.
And those black flare pants with loafers, pure G-Dragon.
And then at the Mama Awards, remember his comment about having prepared a big prize? Like, what does that even mean?
Oh, yeah, that was cryptic.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think he's got planned?
No clue. But it shows he's always thinking ahead, challenging himself. Which makes me wonder, how will all this solo stuff impact Big Bang as a group?
Right. It's like, are they going to bring these individual styles into their group work now?
Because remember, Taeyang mentioned something special planned for their 20th anniversary in 2026.
Ugh, the suspense is killing me.
And then there's the T.O.P. situation. He left the group back in 2023. Could he be part of this something special? Or will it just be G-Dragon, Taeyang, and Daesung?
Honestly, who knows at this point? They're keeping everything super close to the vest. It's like they want us to speculate.
And to be fair, it's working. But after all this talk about their impact and all these little clues they've dropped, I need to ask.
Okay, hit me.
Is this a full-on Big Bang comeback? Or is it something totally new? Like, are they reinventing what it means to be a K-pop group, even a legendary one?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? It seems like they're rewriting the rules, and that's what's keeping everyone on the edge of their seats. I mean, they are Big Bang after all.
So we've talked about their impact, this whole comeback vibe, but I think we got to talk about the music. Like, what makes Big Bang sound so iconic? Because they've evolved so much over the years.
Seriously, their discography is like genre-bending bold. It's hip-hop, it's R&B, then it's electronic, rock, even orchestral sometimes.
It's crazy how they can blend it all together. And G-Dragon, right. He's basically the mastermind behind so many of their hits.
Oh yeah, G-Dragon, a true visionary. He just gets how to write music that connects with people no matter what language you speak. Think about songs like Lies, Haru Haru, Fantastic Baby, global hits, each one showing how much they grew and how they weren't afraid to try new stuff.
Those songs are basically K-pop anthems at this point. Everyone knows them. But it wasn't just about experimenting with different sounds, right? Their music always felt really personal, too.
Totally. Like you could feel their own experiences in the music, their growth as people. It felt real, raw, relatable. That's going to be a big part of why I connected with so many fans.
And they haven't always had it easy, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they've had their share of challenges, controversies, and stuff.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It comes with the territory, I guess. Being that famous, that big,
Yeah.
there's going to be pressure, lineup changes, all that.
And then there was, everything with Seungri back in 2019. That was a huge turning point for the group.
Yeah, definitely. They had to face some tough realities, redefine who they were as a group, but they got through it. Showed how resilient they are, how much they care about their music and their fans.
And you can totally feel that renewed sense of purpose now. These little reunions, the hints about future plans. It feels like a new chapter is beginning.
It's exciting, right? For fans who've been there from the start, and for people just discovering them now, it's like, a rebirth. Okay, but let's put on our prediction hats for a sec. What do you think? Musically, where are they headed next?
Okay, so my theory,
Yeah?
and it's partly based on that G-Dragon performance art piece, I think we're going to see more collaborations. And not just the typical K-pop collabs.
Ooh, interesting. Like, what are you thinking?
I'm talking visual artists, fashion designers, people outside the usual K-pop bubble.
I could totally see that. They've always pushed those boundaries between music, fashion, and art. It'd be a natural evolution for them.
Exactly. And musically, maybe more genre bending, incorporating elements from their solo work into BigBang sound.
That would be amazing. That's what's so cool about them. They're not afraid to take risks, to change things up. It keeps everyone guessing, keeps the excitement alive.
They're constantly redefining what K-pop can be.
But it's not just about Big Bang, right? Their whole comeback, it affects the entire K-pop scene. What do you think it means for other groups, the ones who've been around and the newer ones just starting out?
That's such a good question. K-pop is constantly changing. There's always new talent, new trends. So for a group like Big Bang to still be relevant, it shows longevity as possible. But you got to adapt. You got to grow.
It also shows the power of nostalgia. Like, for a lot of fans, Big Bang's music takes them back to a certain time, a feeling. It's a shared experience, you know?
Yeah, totally. It's like a soundtrack to a specific chapter in your life.
Yeah.
And in a world that can feel kind of chaotic, it's nice to revisit those moments, to reconnect with something that felt good, that meant something.
So even though K-pop is always changing, there's still a place for the legends, the groups who've stood the test of time. Their music still connects with people. Their influence is undeniable. Makes you think. What can other groups learn from them, from their journey?
That's a question worth thinking about. How do you navigate a constantly evolving industry, stay true to your art, and still connect with your fans in a meaningful way? It's something all artists can learn from, not just in K-pop.
Okay, so we've thrown a lot of ideas out there. But before we wrap up this part, let's turn it over to you, the listener.
Yes, because at the end of the day, music is a personal experience, right? It's about those individual moments, the memories, the feelings it brings up.
So think about, what does Big Bang's music mean to you? What does it make you remember? What do you hope to see from them in the future? Think about those questions.
Because in the last part of our deep dive, we're going to explore those personal connections, what this whole comeback thing might mean for fans like you. Okay, so we're back for the final part of our Big Bang deep dive. We've covered a lot of ground.
We have, yeah.
Their impact, their music, their possible future. But now
it's time to hear from the fans.
exactly.
Right.
Because music is more than just, sounds. It's about the connections it makes.
The memories it brings back.
Exactly. So think back for a minute. The first time you heard Fantastic Baby or Bang, Bang, Bang.
Did you try to learn those iconic dance moves?
I bet you did. I did.
Or did you, blast their music with your friends?
Karaoke. Anyone.
Oh, for sure. Karaoke nights.
Or maybe you were even lucky enough to see them live.
See, those are the moments that become part of your own, personal soundtrack.
They get woven into all your experiences.
Music's got this amazing power to just, take you back in time,
Yeah, totally. To relive all those feelings, the joy, the excitement, maybe even some heartbreak.
It happened.
But maybe Big Bang's music was there for you during a big moment in your life.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Like a graduation.
First love?
Times of big change or
Yeah.
challenge.
Maybe their music helped you, put those feelings into words when you couldn't do it yourself.
Express those emotions you couldn't quite articulate.
Or maybe, just maybe, all this Big Bang activity lately has, rekindled that K-pop love you have.
Going back to those old albums.
Discovering new groups.
Rediscovering those old faves.
So we really want to hear your Big Bang story.
Yeah, tell us.
What are those songs that just hit you in the feels?
What do they make you remember?
How has their music, changed you, touched your life?
Because at the end of the day, music is all about sharing those experiences, connecting with other people who get it.
It's about finding common ground, sparking conversations,
Exactly.
Okay, so as we start to wrap up this deep dive, let's go back to that question about Big Bang's future.
What are your hopes for them?
What direction do you see them taking?
Will they, give us those classic Big Bang vibes?
Lean into that legendary status, give the fans what they want.
Or will they keep pushing those boundaries?
More new sounds, more collabs.
And what about those individual projects?
Will they bring that into their group work?
Yeah.
I mean, the possibilities are kind of endless.
They really are.
And that's what makes this whole thing so exciting.
It does.
What do you think is going to happen? What are you most excited to see?
Keep those thoughts in mind as you keep up with Big Bang. Because their story, it's not over.
Not even close. It's still evolving, and you're a part of it.
You are.
So we encourage you, keep exploring, keep listening, and keep sharing those Big Bang moments with everyone.
Who knows? You might even inspire someone else to, take a deep dive of their own.
Exactly. And until next time.
Keep the music playing and the conversations going.